Hello, everyone, and welcome to a confused episode of Raw Talkin' It. I'm your designated gamer, Titus. Over there is our guide and backseat boy, Joe. And we're continuing. Do you have something to say?
I'm pretty sure I said it.
Do you have something to say, Joe? And we're continuing Final Fantasy VII. The reason it's confused is a couple reasons, okay? First reason is, I forgot what day it was today, halfway through the day. I regret my decisions for having that as the subscribe thing. It's really funny, but it sucks at the same time. So, yeah, if you watched the previous episode, we're Pretty Boy Cloud. Look at us. So we're very confused right now about a lot of things, and I was confused today on what frickin' day it was. I don't know why. This week has like flown by. I don't know if that was.
It's been the busier, like one of the more busier, productive weeks I've had in a while. That's for sure. It's been really busy because my boss has returned, and so like we're just like in go mode, and it was just super busy. And I blinked and the days are gone by, and like me and my wife and my intern go get Wendy's every Thursday. We call it Biggie Bag Thursdays. And he's that
like,
explains that comment.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I thought you said that
And he was like, "You ready for Biggie Bag Thursday?" I'm like, "Bro, I thought it was Wednesday." So I dead ass thought.
Hey, you walked by the hot gym guy.
I don't get a Frosty. My wife gets the Frosty.
Came running when I heard you were putting on a show. One of the models? I didn't know you were such an amazing wear them pretty clothes? I wouldn't recommend lifting in that outfit. But if you need to work up a sweat later, feel free to pop into the gym.
Alright, okay.
We didn't look at all the dang dresses,
There we did.
including Cloud's.
That is one hot chick.
Yeah, we did that at the end of the last episode.
Did you ever actually go look and watch the dance routine again?
Oh, I have not. I need to.
You should do that.
Yeah, I need to do that.
I watched it today while I was trying to make my meme, and I was like, this is gonna be way too hard to make a meme out of this scene. Like the actual dancing part.
And so,
Way
yeah,
too involved.
I was confused on the day. Cloud's confused because he likes this. And I mean, we don't blame him, right? We don't blame him at all. And then, I've mentioned that we have a work Skype chat. And the things that went down in that Skype chat today, I don't think should ever be released to the public ever. It was terrifying.
I thought it was fun.
It was very entertaining. This would be an extravagant and, well, actually pretty warm. And where we're from, Halloween is pretty cold. So.
I mean, usually it's cold and gross or miserably hot. I don't know what it's going to be this
Here
year.
you are. Letters from Andrea Rodea and Madam M. That ought to do the trick, right?
You serious?
Is there a problem?
I hope you know what you're in for.
Oh, we'll be fine.
If you say so. Come on.
I like Aerith. She's funny. Alright, here we go.
Get to it.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. We gotta go.
You can do a little exploring. It is pretty on rails right now, so don't explore a bit. You can come back later. Don't worry too much.
Second floor, at the very end of the wall. And don't go poking your nose in where it doesn't belong.
Well, now I just want to do that. That's all
I know
want to
when they
do.
say don't go looking around.
That's all I want to do. They're all cool.
It's the opposite of Xenoblade, where Xenoblade has entire voiced cutscenes being like, do you think it's a good time to go on some quests, you know, maybe on the side? Like, they have these full
Hey, hands to yourself.
scenes where they tell you about this stuff.
Oh, nice.
That Andrea's girl? I'd let her do things.
This is definitely more involved than the original, but that's fine. Oh, and also, if my dogs go ballistic as shit at like 8 o'clock at night, I apologize. My neighbor, his wife is turning 70, so they have a big sign out front, and they're having a big get-together, and he's like, we're gonna do a small... He knocked on my door today to let me know, which I thought was really nice. He's like, we're gonna do like a 2-minute fireworks, I'm just letting everybody know. I'm like, that's gonna suck, right? Like, right at like 8 or 9 o'clock, but it's nice that you let me know. Where is Knockers, girl?
Weird, sweet smell.
Perfume that's...
Why do I feel so dizzy?
Gas. Come on. Damn it.
Cloud.
We got all dressed up for nothing.
So, how you pretty ladies doing? Feeling a little lightheaded? So we can't have that. Let's say we escort you to the parlor, so you can make yourself more comfortable. Let's get this show on the road.
Where are you taking us?
Come on now, Nancy Daisy. Hey, together with Ted, asshole. The hell? You want to throw down the Corneo's girl? So if you leave a mark on him, you ain't getting off with a one. I know.
Disgusting.
Let's wrangle some real lookers this time, though. You know what I'm saying?
Is anyone gonna notice that he has no chest?
Hey.
There she is. There's our Knockers.
Tifa?
Yes?
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Does she not know?
Wait a minute.
That side boob is insane.
Cloud? Is that you? Oh my god, that makeup! And that dress!
Nailed it. I know. Thank you. Moving on.
That's like the best comment he's ever made!
But I'll manage. Hey Tifa, how you doing? Okay. Oh, right. I'm Aerith. A friend of Cloud's. We were worried and thought we'd come help you out. Thanks?
Cut the chatter. We gotta leave.
Huh?
Right now.
No, not until I've got what I came for.
What?
So, after we made it back to the slums, some guys came around asking all kinds of questions. So I did some
Okay.
digging.
And found out they were Corneo's men.
Right.
This is actually pretty close to what happens.
But I couldn't figure out why. So I thought I'd come and ask the man himself.
Seriously?
Thought if I could find a way in and get some one-on-one time, but then I realized I'd only be one of 3 candidates, and that if he didn't pick me, it would all be for nothing.
Then your worries are over, aren't they? Because the other 2 candidates are right here, right?
Right.
So yeah, if we're all in on it, then nothing can go wrong.
I guess not.
You, me, Cloud? Makes no difference who gets chosen, does it?
I don't know, Aerith. It feels wrong getting you involved in all this.
Don't even bother trying to talk her out of it.
Aww, Cloud gets me. Took you long enough.
Oh my god, this is such a good scene. Holy shit.
This room gives me the creeps.
They just nailed it. They nailed this whole section.
They fucking nailed every
it's
bit
fun,
of it.
And it's not. It could be weird, but it's not. It's just fun. I don't know. It's just excellent. You should, by the way, since Tifa is officially in the party, you should take a moment and check out her materia because it's been a while.
Damn, I can also probably like upgrade some stuff. Maybe no. Okay, yeah, that's.
What the fuck?
What's the matter?
Now my husband is sending me Dolly pictures.
Oh my god.
And I don't know.
And I don't want it. Exactly, we gotta check out Tifa, man.
Oh yeah, all her weapons got big buffs.
We gotta make sure Tifa's doing really well. Really well. Alright, good. I had another materia slot, so it's freaking amazing. Even though this is her, like, worst attack-wise things. I still have to use them.
Oh, or you still didn't max out the Sonic Strikers?
No, I haven't. I didn't even. We got them, and then she leaves the party.
Yeah, she leaves very shortly after that.
So like.
And you were like, "This is a hard fight. I don't want to mess with this right now." But yeah, that one is a bit tricky. So make sure you've got it.
But 5 materia slots is pretty nice.
There are only 3 things to get in this chapter.
Alright, we're gonna remove that. We're gonna have steel on her. And we have binding on her. Alright, what else do we need?
You don't need steel this chapter, but you do need it next chapter. So if you have space for it, keep it on just so you don't forget it.
Yep, I have it on her right now. We're gonna do... I don't know if I need anything really.
Do you have...
Lightning is almost maxed by Cloud.
Okay.
Ice is almost maxed by Cloud. Fire is halfway there. Revival is taking a while.
It takes a while. It's the
Cleansing's
hardest one.
Good.
Arguably...
Healing on Aerith is almost maxed out.
I was gonna say, arguably now is the time where you can start actually putting magic that you want on Aerith. Like, basically build whoever you want the way you want them to be, whoever you're gonna play, and then make sure everybody else... You have enough freedom now, I think.
We got a raid here. What's going on? Voltic Ace,
Hi.
thanks for the
Hi,
raid.
Guys. We are doing...
Why is my freaking stupid thing not working? I have a little thing that comes up, and it does... Now I'm mad. Now I'm angry, because now the little raid thing isn't working.
What a terrible first impression you're making on
I'm
our new viewers.
I'm a scuff stream. I'm a scuff stream boy. Where do I go for this? I gotta play it. I'm a super scuff boy.
My goodness.
Streamlabs.
Oh my gosh. Primo content. Getting the raid notification to play.
I do! I'm mad! Look.
I know. You're not gonna stop until it's done.
I can't... Look. Alright, look. I've been streaming.
I don't know if you can call it a rite of passage at this stage in the game.
I've been streaming for 6 years, bro.
This is kind of self-inflicted.
It is kind of an issue. Alright, it should be here. Test. There we go. That's at least better. We can at least hear it, even though it's just a test. But there it goes! I don't know why it didn't work.
I'm so glad we have 1,885 new viewers today. Welcome all of these imaginary... Oh my god, that chocobo? Who did the chocobo? Michael has the best emote.
Michael, that chocobo emote is insane. Anyway, hi, welcome. We are actually in the middle of recording a podcast that we stream every Thursday. We pick a game, we finish it, and you know, me being a
we're like 3 for 5 on finishing games.
Oh, we finished most of them.
We did not finish World of Final Fantasy, did we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got the final cutscene.
If you say so. I thought we didn't.
Yeah, so we played like World of Final Fantasy. We played...
We did not finish Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Dragon Warrior Monsters.
Because we got stuck at the boss and we wanted to move on.
We played Xenoblade 2.
Yes.
Oh, is this my first Final Fantasy VII playthrough? This is my first Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough. This is not my first time with Final Fantasy VII.
I have played FF7R, but I have not played the original. But I also I know some things, so
it's been
15.
It's been 15 years since I've played.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII.
You don't have a replaying games problem like I do.
I do not, for the most part. I like to experience a lot of games, and so.
Speaking of, I think the marketing has worked, and like even though I'm playing multiple things right now, I might have to play Cult of the Lamb. It looks so good.
But let's get a...
You need to finish this.
Let's do this real quick. There we go. You were also playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Is this your first time with Final Fantasy VII R? But I'm assuming probably not. And then...
If so, you maybe be wary for spoilers in our stream.
Oh, you are? Okay, perfect.
Oh,
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I am familiar with the original.
Right.
And so I will try my best to not...
I have a feeling today is going to be amazing.
Thanks, Google. That I don't know where that came from.
That was just an interesting sort of events that just happened right there.
I don't know how well that came through, but that was
we appreciate the follow. Thank you very much. Oh man. Thank you again. Appreciate it a lot. What was I saying? I'll try not to, like, if you've never played the original Final Fantasy VII, I'll try not to, like, spoil some of the different things, but it's interesting to see the differences. I like to talk about the differences, personally, because it is,
We're mostly talking about differences as they come up. Basically, we're not preemptively spoiling plot points on stream, at least, that have not happened yet.
But as you could probably... my favorite Final Fantasy game is 10. I absolutely adore that game. Personally, it's the best Final Fantasy game that was made, but that's just me.
Yes, yeah. And I have limited Final Fantasy.
That's pretty funny.
I have...
12 was wrong, you're out of your mind! Sorry.
Limited Final Fantasy experience. World of Final Fantasy, I have played 7R, I have played 10, technically it was the HD remake. And I have played... I've seen a bunch of 13 and 13-2.
I do like 13. We are probably in the minority, though, that like 13.
Well, I like what I saw. I actually mostly saw 13.
Oh, yeah. So you actually have done some of the... Oh, I need to do Aerith's other weapon.
Yes. Oh, because I think you just got that, didn't you?
Yep, we just got it.
Oh, yeah, you got it as a side quest, and you haven't had a chance to use it before she came to your party.
FF1 is your favorite? So, I need you to tell me then, is FF... Oh,
okay.
FF10.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, thank God.
That makes more sense. Like, all due respect to retro games and retro gamers, I did want to double-check that.
Well, actually, the HD remake... Well, HD, I say HD. It's actually the Game Boy Advanced remake, but then there's the pixel version on Steam of Final Fantasy 1. It's actually pretty good.
And we're not talking about the new thing that's out, Chaos.
No, we're not talking about 3. Interesting. 4 is good. Like 4 is good, but 3, that's fascinating. I have never heard many people who've actually played 3 and remember it, or have loved it more than like 6, 7, 9, 10. So that's very interesting to me.
We had a friend in college who was big into 12, right?
Did we?
Your roommate?
No, that's 9. It's 9.
That's 9? Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought that was 12.
No, it was 9.
Okay.
He really likes 9. He really likes like the Zidane storyline and stuff. And to be fair, 9 is really good in terms of its battle system. It does the or not say its battle system, but like its learning ability system. It kind of does the Bravely Default 2 system, where you equip something and then you like level it up after battles, and it gets SP points and it can level up, and then you master it, then you can unequip something, and you can still systems? Yeah, it has a job system, but with abilities.
Oh, well, I mean, sure, yeah, it doesn't have to be jobs. Also, this is the weapon where it's like, okay, pick the 1 or 2 elements you want to use.
Yeah, I see this. This is actually pretty good. I should actually put Magnify on her and not Tifa.
At this point, now that you have it, yes, you should absolutely be double casting magnified spells. That's how you're going to break the game.
So we're going to do this. We're going to take First Strike off of her. We're going to put First Strike on Tifa. Tifa doesn't really need any magic, to be honest.
No, she doesn't. And arguably, she barely needs First Strike. Since she builds up ATB like no one's business.
It's true. She really kind of does. It's pretty crazy.
Yes.
And then I think we're gonna do some like other stuff.
But yeah. Oh, and you probably now actually have room for synergy as well.
You had a, so you like worked at like a Blockbuster or something, or like a local game store that like sold games and repaired consoles. Because in my town we had we had like 2 of those. We only have 1 now, but one of them was like the wife of the store owner was from somewhere in Asia. I don't want to actually say where because I don't actually know, but she could get imports of Japanese games, and so like I have an imported PS3 white controller.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's broken. Unfortunately. I really wish it wasn't. I'm really sad that it's broken.
That's really cool.
But so I've seen the first of the Xenogears saga. There's the first one with the
Xenogears saga. Yep, that's the name of the game. Xenogears saga.
Well, it's the guy standing there with the long black hair. What's the first?
Gears.
That is Xenogears. Yeah.
And then Xeno Saga 1, 2, and 3 is a separate series of games, also made by Tetsuya Takahashi, which is attempting to tell the storyline that he has now apparently either concluded or gotten to a new point of with Xenoblade 3. I'm a Xenoblade head. I need to play Gears and Saga one of these days. Gears is supposed to be like actually really good and still really holds up pretty darn well. Supposedly Xenogears is a really solid game. I've heard Xenosaga 2 is actively a bad game.
Really?
I may be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure I've heard Xenosaga 2 is like bad. But that Xenosaga 1 and 3 and the whole Xenosaga story is really, really good.
Interesting.
I just when you like Xenoblade, you do kind of you do have to learn a little bit about the Xenogears and Xenosaga. But I've genuinely heard some people say there's another streamer I watch who does Xenoblade content, but he specifically talked about how he played a lot of classic PS1 games, a lot of classic RPGs, and he said that Xenogears is, in his opinion, probably the best PS1 game.
All right, guys.
Apparently, really good.
Do you want to do this?
That's fascinating.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sure.
We appreciate you hanging out.
We'll be
Always
here
come
for a
back.
while.
We will be here for about 2 hours longer, so we will be around.
Mm-hmm.
We do this every Thursday. Join us whenever you can, basically.
Yeah, you stream more than that. I only show up on Thursdays.
Right, yeah. This game specifically is on Thursday. I do other stuff. You don't have to worry about that. It's fine. It's not JRPG related most of the time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
You're too diverse in your content. You keep.
It's true. I don't have a niche. I don't have a niche.
You have 3 niches with very little overlap. It's Yu-Gi-Oh, Monster Hunter, and JRPGs.
When you put it like that, I sound like I'm crazy because I can't decide on what. It's true. Nobody does show up for the other stuff. It's true. I have a whole thing. Nobody shows up for it. It's crazy. Let's go beat the crap out of the Don.
I can't wait for you to see Don Corneo.
I'm sure
I'm very excited for this.
I'm sure he's going to be great.
He is well cast.
That's good. It's true. There's really not. You have to basically just get lucky.
Okay, my beautiful ladies.
I've gotten lucky a little bit with Yu-Gi-Oh stuff for sure. Yeah. Finding people who explain Yu-Gi-Oh rather than just play it is a niche that some people actually want.
Wait, you look kind of familiar. We haven't met before, have we? Whatever. All right, y'all good to go? Then let's do this.
Yeah, we play some mobile games here and there.
Market's most eligible bachelor, the one and only Don Corneo.
Cage, that's why I play.
Ladies?
I play games over and over again.
Nice. Very nice.
Oh, you're disgusting looking.
Whichever one shall I pick?
This is very good. Yeah, I understand that for sure.
Or maybe you?
God damn, the side boob action is crazy.
I feel that, dude. Short games are nice for that.
I just want you to notice that his belly has jiggle physics.
It does. It's a bit absurd too, because they're going crazy.
Today's?
And tomorrow's, or the day after's, if the dawn takes a shine to you.
Pathetic. Huh?
Eh?
Which one of you said that? Was it you?
You can hear the leather, like, the leather sound.
You got a mouth on you. I'm gonna enjoy breaking it in.
Gross.
Today's lucky lady is the big bone girl.
Why did you sound like a horse right there?
I can dig it. Oh yeah. The leftovers are all yours. Yeah!
Okay, ladies. Y'all coming with me.
Tifa's gonna beat the living shit out of those guys.
Don't be shy, little kitten. Shimmy on over and give Daddy some sugar. No need to play coy. Nobody here but you and me. Oh, you're even cuter than I thought.
Back off.
The remote camera.
This kitten's got claws. I love it.
Bro, his jelly jelly belly going crazy.
What was that?
Don't you worry your pretty little head. Just a picture to preserve the moment. And to ensure you don't do anything inappropriate like say no.
Asshole.
Oh, praise me more.
He's a psychopath.
Hey, yo, fellas. We got guests. And y'all got first crack at entertaining them.
Really? Very cool.
Courtesy of the ever-generous Don Corneo himself. Never forget, the Don provides.
Yeah.
Star Trek is like the nerd gap in my logic.
So,
I need to actually watch some.
ready to...
I do too. I never actually got into it.
I guess I'm good to go whenever. How about you, Tifa?
4 guys between us. Okay, let's not keep Cloud waiting.
Right.
Wait. I know you. The Colosseum.
Oh! Oh, damn! Pull the rug. Bro, she has a chair! Holy shit!
Good job, Eric. It was nothing compared to you.
Oh, look, best friends.
I love this. This whole scene is so good.
Andrea filled me in on the situation. I come bearing gifts, your gear.
Very nice.
I'll do what I can to clean this up. Just finish the job.
Leslie's great.
I like him now. He's a nice man. Oh, Tifa had to change. Unfortunate.
I know.
That's so Cloud's not at my party? What am I gonna do without the main boy?
I know, they had to take him out of your party because they couldn't figure out how to get the sword and the dress.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All
Don't
right.
worry, it's gonna be like 5 minutes. Just keep going.
I
We're
figured.
gonna do like 1 or 2 fights. Just go.
Alright, let's bring Tifa back in the party.
That's fair. That's fair.
Also, if this is the music, this is pretty great. Let's have
Oh
this,
my god,
like,
this music's awesome.
poppy, like...
Oh, go back and check that room, by the way.
What? Oh, there's a chest right here.
I was
Duh.
gonna say, I think there's stuff. I don't think there's anything missable until slightly later, but I just want to stick to the roadmap.
For sure, for sure. Alright, let's go down here and beat the crap out of some dudes. So I have to stagger with that move exactly, right?
That has to be the staggering move, I believe, yes.
Moderately increase the stagger. Interesting.
But it's really good, especially after they're already staggered as well.
Let's do this then.
Do it twice, yeah.
Oh, it didn't do it. Okay, we'll just do it right now.
You ready?
There we go.
Finish him off.
Yeah. But then I believe... Oh, that got you another
Yep,
battle
it did.
intel done, too.
It did. Bro, calm down.
Oh, he's got the drugs, so
Yeah.
he can't even be... They both do. They can't even be... Wait,
All right, let's
so
just
you
do.
won't stagger him.
Let's just do this.
Oh, I didn't see. What did you wind up picking for your magnifying?
Thunder.
Ooh, good. I think it just does more damage. It's solid.
Yeah, I figured it was a pretty good because there's a lot of things that are weak to thunder in this. So.
Yes, yes. Oh, also, Fleeting Familiar, I think you just need to cast for proficiency. Or you have to, like, cast while you have it active. It's just, like, make the familiar and then cast something else, maybe.
Just die.
Oh, no. Fleeting Familiar adds, like, an on-hit to your attacks.
Let's just look. We'll just look. Unleash a consecutive attack of an ability or spell.
Yeah.
I just have to attack with it.
Basically, cast it and then just do stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Man, this music is great, though.
Oh, yeah. Again, FF7R has a hype soundtrack. We've talked about it before.
I really agree. They really killed it with this soundtrack.
Yeah. And like we said, and like I've told you, it's the World of Final Fantasy guy that did this one. And World of Final Fantasy also has a bomb soundtrack.
I agree. That game,
so good.
That game is so good.
Yeah.
Severely underrated Final Fantasy game.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And just that tying everything together in one game is just phenomenal. Bro, that guy has a machine gun. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, but it's an even match though. So.
I mean, it kind of is. Jesus.
Just keep casting Focus Strike over and over.
Yeah, basically. She is a monster.
And then I believe if you cast it on somebody that's already staggered, it gets them a ton.
I can't stagger him, unfortunately.
You can't flinch it.
Back me up, okay?
I like how, like, we have to make this difficult. So we're gonna make it so that they go ape shit. It's like, alright, that's... Alright. Jesus. I like that sorcery move, though. They made
It's really cool.
They made a really good way of, like, making a caster actually fun to play.
I love casters in general.
I usually actually do too, but they're usually, I mean, most of the time they're very underwhelming.
Or they're broken.
Yeah, or they're just absurd. And so it's hard to get the in-between correct. And it seems like with her, they've done a pretty good job. Where she's strong, but not insane, and then, like, has some cool stuff.
Oh yeah, make sure and I don't think there's anything in those rooms, but
I mean, that was the room we came from earlier.
Oh, that was the... Yes.
So I'm guessing probably not.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
I know the weapon you get casters later.
He gets off.
Yes, I am.
He gets off by being degraded, huh?
Hey, who the hell gave you permission to do that? One of you get in here and teach this bitch some manners.
Sorry, but your boys had to learn some manners too.
What the?
Cloud, your clothes.
He's into it.
So you're a man, huh? What are you three up to?
We'll ask the questions. Like, why'd you have men in Sector 7 asking about Avalanche?
Huh? Don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me.
She's going to kill you.
Why did you have men in Sector 7 asking about Avalanche? Spill the beans, or...
I'll cut him off.
All right. I'll talk.
Okay.
Some guy with a gun for an arm. I was paid to find him.
Paid by who?
I can't tell you that. They'd hunt me down like a dog.
Well, you better. 'Cause if you don't,
I'll rip him off.
Jesus, Arif. He does do horse noises a significant amount of times.
Public security. Heidegger. It was Heidegger.
Shinra! And what were they planning?
Some things are better left unsaid, you know?
See, I'm not so sure they are. Better keep talking.
Or I'll smash them.
All right, you got me. I could never say no to a sexy girl. Since Avalanche blew up 2 reactors, Shinra's decided they ought to stamp them out, home base and all. And I mean stamp out. By targeting the support pillar and blowing it up.
The pillar?
Did I stutter? The plate will come crashing down.
This is the same. Very cool.
It'll be Sector 6 all over again. I'm sure you've been there and seen the wreckage for yourself. So you know exactly what Sector 7's gonna look like.
They wouldn't.
Come on, guys. We gotta go.
Before you do...
No.
Please, this won't take long. As everyone knows, villains only divulge their plans in a certain situation. But what is that situation?
Why is he dancing? This man is insane. Clinically insane.
When they think they've already won. Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a winner! You get an all-expenses-paid trip to the sewers.
Oh my god. Holy crap, dude. You are weird as hell. Never the bride, always the bridesmaid.
Are we on schedule?
The Turks are on top of it.
Are
yes, there will be no delays.
Please, Mr. President, I am asking you to reconsider. No, begging. The Sector 7 Undercity is home to more than 50,000...
Director Twisty.
At least let us issue a warning, sir.
The stench of the director's cowardice fills the room yet again.
Reeve.
Reeve.
Learn to live with it.
Man, President Shinra looks evil as hell.
They did a really good job with every character design, but
I agree.
President
I mean, they weren't going off much. Some polygons, basically. So it's really good to see. At least the end-game battle sprites are a lot better than the polygons that you walk around with, but still. Ooh, I really do like the touch that they kept the materia in your hand. That is such a good thing. Like, the materia that is equipped needs to be shown still. Alright. I'm expecting a giant rat of some kind to pop out. Sewer system.
Damn, it reeks.
True. You are in a poopy place. Alright, they're giving me the ability to, like, save at least, so that's good. Alright, good. Well, I'm assuming we're going to go to a little bit less cutscene heavy portion here with going through the sewers.
That is very true.
Which is nice, because then we can actually do some discussion of things. Make sure Boob's the Champion is not dead.
Wow, Tifa first.
Oh, yeah.
Cloud. We have to get back to the slums right now.
Yeah.
The stench doesn't wake them up?
I didn't want to drag Aerith into all this.
She'll understand.
How do you two know each other?
Don't worry about it.
I saved her. She saved me. Round and round it goes.
True. Where it stops?
That's all there is to it. Sure there isn't something else going on?
Ooh, Tifa's jealous.
Damn it.
Ah, oops, sorry.
Oh, we're going straight into a boss battle, huh?
Yes, you are.
Oh shit! So this is the boss battle of the chapter, of the last chapter.
Except it's the next chapter.
I know, it's chapter 10. He got some. Whoa, you're creepy looking. Oh, this is the boss battle. This is the boss battle they showed off in a trailer.
Good to go?
You bet. Bring it on.
Is this a recurring Final Fantasy monster?
Deal with that.
Abzu?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
That sucked.
Okay.
I
All right.
don't-
I'm gonna go refill my drink. Have fun. This is a really hard fight, so do your best.
I mean,
BRB.
I'm unsure if it is or if he is or not. I think somebody can tell me. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of neat. We're gonna Arcane Ward here, and then we're gonna That's what I thought. Oh, shit snacks! I didn't think he was.
Hang back.
I'll do what I can.
Am I silenced?
Go on.
Oh no, I just don't have any ATB.
You're burning up. Ah! I'm feeling pretty weak. Sorry, but you handle it.
Alright. This fight is getting a little annoying.
Man, I trained for this.
Taking over.
We've got to get through this. You're still doing okay, right?
Let's do this. I'm waiting.
Come on, you can do it.
We're gonna kill this horn, I think.
Sorry about that. Let me
We're gonna summon Carbuncle to help us out, because we're hurting a little.
Watch yourself.
I got this.
One more shot.
Take the lead.
Sure. However I can help.
Oh, haste is so nice. Holy guacamole.
Just taking a little break. That's it.
Really need.
Come on, you can do it.
Make sure Tifa's healed. I think this Carbuncle is really gross looking, to be fair. He's kind of strange.
Okay. Sorry.
Diamond Dazzle, huh?
We've got it covered. It's on you.
I got this.
Nice.
Try this. Don't overdo it.
Here goes.
Guard, please. Guard.
Stay back. Stop it.
Justice for Cactuar? What did Cactuar ever do?
Can you take over for a bit?
Oh my god. Failed to steal? No, I refuse. What are you talking about?
Take the lead?
Hang back.
Sure. However I can help. Can you handle them? We'll get through this. That wasn't nice. No need to panic. You're ready? Watch your feet.
Oh, damn.
Give him your all.
Which one of these, like, ups the stagger gauge?
Mind kicking over?
Leave it to me.
Because it doesn't look like any of them are upping the stagger gauge. That was a lot of damage. Holy crap.
Gotta heal first.
He's mad. He's a mad little boy.
Stay strong, okay? Can you take over for a bit?
Wow, she died to that. That's kind of nuts.
Good to go? It's okay. I'll do better. Watch yourself.
All right. Need a breather.
We've got to get through this.
We gotta do this healing wind here,
Stay strong and carry on.
or else we're gonna die.
Tagging out. I got this.
I wonder if the horns, like, oh shit.
Don't give up.
Whoa! Bro, what the fuck?
Bring it. Now you're in for it.
What are you supposed to do about this?
Second wing.
Alright. Yeah, that's fine. No, not Tifa. Shit. Well, Tifa's fine.
Take it from here.
I can still fight.
I mean, I really don't mind a hard fight, but it's like, I guard, I still get hit.
That's the way it's gonna be, huh?
So I'm not really sure, like, in this move, like, what do? You just run away from it?
Back to good now. Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Sure, buddy.
Sorry about the delay.
I'm waiting.
Our toilet,
Here it comes.
our
This
one
one's
working
for you.
toilet was like running.
Oh. That's fine.
So I had to fix it.
Yeah, I'm not sure I care about this fight. I think this fight is kind of dumb.
Stay right there.
Alright, yep, that's pretty cool.
Be careful.
I'm wide awake now.
Let's switch it up.
Sure, however I can help.
I'm waiting.
Guess it was him.
I mean, I don't have any advice other than it's difficult.
It's pretty unfun. Oh, cool! I ran away from it. Oh, hey, guess what? It still chases you. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Hey, this ain't no Assassin's Creed where the bad guys line up in a single file line to take stabs at you.
That's true.
I
did not mean to hit steel, so that's fine.
It's fine. This is not the boss you need to steal from.
Well, I didn't even mean to do it. I wanted to hit assess.
Oh, you haven't assessed it yet?
I restarted the battle because I was getting my fucking ass blasted.
I was admittedly wondering why it suddenly had full health again.
Right.
Yeah, get regen on everybody. It's not perfect, but it helps.
You legitimately can't steal from this boss either, which is kind of annoying as hell.
No, you can. It'll tell you if it has nothing to steal. It has a separate dialogue message for it. I've generally found that stealing is not easy. But like I said, it's also not required at all. You do not need to. I don't know if the assess told you to.
Taking over.
No.
Assess actually should tell you what you get.
Oh, just a turbo. Oh, just a turbo ether? That's
yeah.
As fuck.
More magic. It's your turn. I got
it. Can I put it to sleep?
You can check its weaknesses.
Nope.
Same thing on the assess.
So it's my turn? Let me handle
It should just tell you what it is and is not weak to.
Let's see if I can I poison your bitch ass?
We might. I can't remember where the UI is. We might actually block our cameras might block the feed.
Here goes. Get him. That's it.
It's weak to ice, right?
It's weak to fire.
One more shot.
Oh, also, I assume one of these people has carbuncle?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, you were gone for a whole fight, dude.
No, I know.
I already know what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, I mean. Oh, okay.
I've already used carbuncle.
This one's for you.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's fine. I will say this. Carbuncle's like end of summon thing is a full team revive in addition to all the buffs. So even if the person it's actually good in a dire situation because if somebody then immediately dies at the very least, it just auto revives everybody in addition to healing and applying all the buffs. So.
You've got this. All set. It's on you.
Taking over.
I really want this fucking ruby light, please.
Yes. Ruby light and then haste. I don't think you need the middle one.
I think I do for fucking the
water
move.
Is that magic? Or does it count as
I'm
magic?
gonna assume so.
I mean that's a fair assumption. Yeah.
We're gonna do everything basically.
Yeah. Just don't be afraid to just throw everything at it.
It's gonna fully heal me when this is over, so I'm not even gonna worry about healing right now.
The only thing I think it doesn't do is I don't think it does. I don't think it restores your mana. And it's the one thing it doesn't do.
A bonus. Okay, let's go.
And you crippled it. Now you can go to town.
This one's for you.
Yeah, sorry I wasn't here the first time. I had my hands in the back of a toilet tank, trying to get it to stop. Just constantly running. Which, it's hilarious, because that toilet will be replaced in a week or two. Because even though we're renovating our master bathroom...
You should still get that toilet replaced. I think
we just bought a second toilet in the garage, and our renovator was like, "Oh, I could put that in. That would take like an hour." And we were like, "That is awesome. Please and thank you."
Yeah, it doesn't take very long. You can put it in yourself, to be fair.
We could, but
it's
like,
really not. It's not hard.
I saw some stuff that every now and then was like, "Oh, you can occasionally need special tools in case in this situation."
Oh my god, bro! You fucking piece of shit.
Well, he should stagger any second.
I know, but you can't dodge that fucking move.
No, you cannot dodge that move. Or I assume if you guard, it probably reduces the first hit.
No, you guard, he still grabs you.
Yeah, I know. It just probably does. The very first hit probably doesn't. Oh, just keep using focus strikes.
It doesn't do anything.
It's not putting the numbers up?
Nope.
Maybe it's overpowered that does that. One of those moves literally adds 10 or 15 to the stagger gauge every single time, and I can't remember what it is.
Well, it's not that one, I can tell you that right now.
No, that's fine. But yeah, one of them is how you get this, and it could be the next weapon you get. I don't know for sure. I just know that it's I know it's one of them.
Wow, the fucking region didn't actually go. Oh, it did. It's just taking a very short time.
Can you take over for me? Let's go.
I think Aerith has regen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but not everybody.
No, right now it's Tifa.
No, Cloud has regen. Tifa has haste.
Well, I should have clicked. Cast it on Tifa.
Cloud's the one that has regen right now. It's the sparkles icon.
We gotta switch it up.
Taking over.
I'll take care of them. There.
Yeah. The far right icon on Cloud is the regen. Oh, he's doing it again. Or was that just the end of the animation?
You ready? Mind taking over? I got this. I'm coming.
Alright, let's see if this works here.
This is gonna hurt. Go on. Here it comes. This one's for you.
Fuck. I'm out of goddamn mana.
If there was a time to use a turbo ether, it's this fight. Do not feel bad about it. This fight's hard. It is probably the second hardest fight in the game. Maybe third. The end has a couple of really hard.
Well, now that I have the AI fucking avoiding the backwater thing rather than just standing there like an idiot.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. But the other time, the AI is like, oh, a move's coming? I might as well just get my ass eaten right here. Like, watch.
Why don't you lead the way?
Get them the fuck out of the way.
Let's do this.
So it's my turn?
Blast him while he's just fucking chilling.
Oh, by the way, I don't know. It looks like you don't have the set.
This one's for you.
You can set it so that when you cast a higher level spell, it remembers that the next time you go into the menu, and it'll just. Oh no, you have that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must. Maybe you cast fire when you were like low on mana or something.
Why is he? Why are you not pressured?
Maybe it's the other horn, or is the other horn targetable right now?
I can't target it right now.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I'd be blowing that fucking thing apart if I could.
You're up.
My turn.
We've got to get through this.
His assess text hasn't changed, has it? Oh shit! I know what it is. The horn just changed color. I think he's changing weakness. It just turned red. It was blue a second ago. I wonder if he's alternating between ice and fire, or something like that.
I don't think so, but maybe.
I know the horn was blue a second ago. Maybe that's just his like stance changing type situation.
I think that's what it is.
Oh, Cloud's got his limit.
True.
Just a little should help. Get him.
Nope. Nope. Everybody run away. Everybody run away. Everybody run away. Alright, good. So he's using that. I'd rather him use that fucking move than use the other one.
Yeah, it's annoying, but it's workable.
Stay strong, okay?
Got him before he died.
37 health, by the way.
He was gonna...
He
was gonna die.
He was absolutely 100% gonna die.
Can you handle that? I got this. Good luck. I got this. I should probably heal up first.
Oh, this move sucks ass too. This move is... Oh my god, you go home? Alright, that's pretty cool, bro.
I don't know. That was weird. He might have a limit to how much he can home, but he definitely did curve. I can tell you that for sure.
I know he curved. I was standing there. And these moves fucking come back. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, but his horn is blue now, so I don't know if that changes anything.
It does not. I don't think. It's just what he's
doing.
doing.
Oh no, now it's red.
It's just his move that he does.
Okay, I guess it's just...
Are you two really about to stand there and fucking get hit? Like, get the fuck away from that stuff. Good lord, dude.
I wonder if it was because that was where the ward was. They just wanted to stand in the ward because they didn't have anywhere better to stand.
Maybe.
For you! You're up. I'm coming! Get him!
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Like, he can't... Maybe once you do... No, it just changed again.
Oh, he's fucking pressured now?
Yeah. I don't know what happened. So fucking go to town on him. Just cast everything. Limit break. Don't...
Watch yourself.
Hang back.
Bash and smash. We're just gonna try and see if we can kill it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just do it. He's
yep,
low
we can.
enough.
Yeah, much easier when my Aerith doesn't stand there and get annihilated by some sewer water.
Yep.
It's like, I just have to control Aerith the whole time, because if not, she's just gonna get ass blasted. I think is one of the main issues I have with action games like this, is the AI just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And that's very frustrating sometimes.
Action game AI is probably the hardest to do just because it's
You don't believe that
so much more of a
story
human
his,
thing.
Do you? Shinra wouldn't sacrifice a whole sector just to take
It's
an avalanche,
yeah,
would they?
and
Destroying part of the city, killing all those people just to get at us?
I don't know. Is Corneo the kind of guy who'd make up shit just to screw with you?
I wouldn't put it past him.
But if he was telling the truth, and there's still a chance he was, isn't there? Then we should go. And if it turns out he was lying, then so what? Right?
Tifa!
Tifa, where are you going, Tifa?
I knew it. These tunnels are all connected.
Yeah. Why would they not be?
I'm pretty sure we can
There's
use
a purple
these tunnels
chest
to make
somewhere.
our way back to Sector
Okay.
7. The sewers under Sector 6 and 7 should be connected. If you get in trouble, just follow the stench.
Another one of those lessons?
An avalanche thing, actually. We use them to move around the Undercity in emergencies.
Sure we're not lost?
Alright.
There should be a good waterway.
Now we're in a bit more of a don't have to pay attention to story type side of the game.
There are 2 materia and 1 weapon that's in a chest. And the chest, you will have to raise and lower some water. And it is after you lower water the first time, I believe. You have to like backtrack a bit, and you'll see a purple chest. It's pretty hard to miss.
Let me handle this.
Oh yeah, Sahagins. They're here.
No need to panic.
These guys are crazy.
Good luck.
I got this.
So it's my turn?
Alright. Nope, not that. There we go.
You're burning up. I think we're almost done.
Easy. Easy clap.
For you.
Let's go.
And I say that we have like time to discuss stuff, but I actually really don't think there's anything to discuss right now. There's no
Splatoon 3. If
Oh!
we cared about Splatoon 3, there's like a bunch, but I didn't even care enough to watch the presentation. To
I
be
didn't watch
perfectly
it,
honest.
but Kitty cares about it.
I did see a lot of stuff in general, just like online. I saw a lot of tweets about various things. It looks like it's going to be a great Splatoon game. The biggest thing was they stated explicitly how long they will support the game.
Yeah, which is something we mentioned in our Skype chat. And it's like interesting to say this is what to expect, but it seems weird, right?
They're like, this is an online game. We're going to support it for 2 years, and then we're not going to support it anymore. And I do find that odd.
Yeah, I think it's really weird. It's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot, going, "Yeah, we made this game. By the way, it's gonna be gone."
But like, they don't have infinite lifespans.
That's the thing, right? You can't expect it to last forever. It doesn't have microtransactions like Overwatch or anything like that, where it can self-sustain based on micros.
Yep.
But
and
also seems weird.
And just also in general, these games don't. I don't know. Like, it's almost weird or worse knowing how long. And technically, they didn't say it was only going to be playable for 2 years. They said it was only going to get new content for 2 years.
Right. I didn't think it was going to be once we're shutting down the servers. No, but it's like they're only going to do like content upgrades for 2 years.
Yeah. Which.
But how often are you getting a content upgrade as well?
I think it's probably an attempt to like dodge the issue of games with sequels which are oriented as online games, but which have sequels, right? Like Dota 2. There was never a Dota 3.
Well, that thing has a different story. That's a whole different like.
I mean, I know, but my point just being, there have been other games where they're centered around online play, and like it's what am I trying to say? With a game that we know wants sequels, that's what Nintendo likes to do. I think this is better than the Mario Kart 8 situation where we're entering our like 8th or 9th year of support for Mario Party or Mario Kart 8. Which is wild.
I agree.
I would much rather them continue to innovate and develop.
Yeah, I would too.
Like, I'm happy Mario Kart 8 is getting DLC and stuff. Oh, Star Shower is fucking awesome. That move is so cool.
It looks really cool.
It's just cool.
Luckily, I've maxed the other one, so I actually get to switch. But
yeah, I think that one is.
It has less materia, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that one. The goal is use Star Shower
and then use another move.
Well, I think it specifically is when you're at a higher triangle because it specifies something about. I don't know. It's whatever.
He says use an offensive ability or magic after using this move.
After using this move. Okay. I thought it said after using...
Oops.
Whatever the name for your triangle move is. I thought it was like use Star Shower at higher combo levels. I can't remember what they call that for Tifa.
Follow up with an offensive ability after using the weapon ability.
The weapon ability. Okay, never mind. Not the...
Unique ability.
The unique ability. Thank you. Thank you.
Unique ability. Bench!
But yeah, Splatoon 3, again...
Bench! Bench is the savior.
Yes.
Yes.
New music, too.
And also, it kind of depends on how many updates they're going to give the game. If you get 4 updates in a game in 2 years for like a multiplayer game that's not microtransaction based, I feel like that's pretty good. But like...
Well, they do Splatfest all the time. Those are going to be like an every other week thing.
Right, but that's not an update. That's just a thing that happens.
No, but it's timed content that's different every week or every 2 weeks. Because the whole Splatfest idea is you pick a team based off of, you know, like they did a Ketchup versus Mayo one time in Splatoon 2. It's stuff like that. Though now there are apparently 3 there are 3 team Splatfests, which is kind of neat.
I think is the PvE mode here to stay, like permanently? It's not an event thing.
They said Salmon Run is in the game.
Oh, dude, I love
I don't know if it's
the PvE
always
mode.
available. It may not be always available. It may
Is
be
that
like,
chest the only thing we need in this portion?
Sorry, let me cram food in my mouth.
Yeah, eating on a podcast like a fucking noob.
There are 2 materia. They are both in the sewers. This entire chapter is the sewers.
Yeah, I figured it was.
There's a poison materia, which I think you already have. I know you already have. And there's a warding materia, which I think you already have. I'm not 100% on warding.
I'm not gonna be able to stagger these rats before they die.
No, I don't know if you need to. But do you actually have any battle intel that isn't done now?
There's one left. It's the 200% stagger thing. Increases damage.
I'm just gonna Google what that one should be.
But it's a parry materia, which is so it doesn't really matter too much.
There's it's a specific ability. They're gonna be like, use this ability from Tifa and you'll be fine. And I'm just gonna see what it is. Oh my god. No, you don't get my business if you're making me turn off ad blocker. I know that you need ads. I'm just saying.
Completionism always matters. Does it though? Because I have killed myself in wanting to like a game because of completionism. Unfortunately.
This says any of the abilities that have focus increase the number.
Even if it kills you. Anything that says focus?
Any of the abilities that you have that say focused, like focused charge and focused strike, those apparently increase the number. Really? But this also explicitly says just do this against Fat Chocobo, because it's the thing with the most health and like once you stagger it, it lasts a really long time.
Oh, okay. So I can just fight Fat Chocobo again.
But you were other than maybe 1 or 2 bosses between here and there, but before you see Chadley again, you're probably not even going to be able to. And when you do, it's probably going to be Fat Chocobo. So,
Chocobo!
It says Whirling Uppercut adds 5, Omni Strike adds 20, Rise and Fall adds 25. Those are Tifa's things.
I don't have Rise and Fall yet.
Yeah, you do. That's her 3rd level of her stance.
Oh, you have to do her. So that's what we're doing wrong. You have to do her increased abilities.
What
am I running around to?
Oh, there's also one. Tifa gets a weapon in Chapter 16 that also has an even better one. Aerith gets a weapon in Chapter 11 that gives you stagger gauge.
Sounds pretty good.
True Strike. True Strike is the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I don't know what True Strike is. That might be the weapon from Chapter 16. And worst case scenario, that one you can do whenever. The reward isn't a big deal. You just need to do it. And you can always, right near the end of the game, you can always turn those quests in. They never expire. So, worst case scenario, we can't figure it out. We're fine.
Welcome back, Voltec.
I know the answer. And I will share it or not share it.
Corneo's lying. He's gotta be. Guys like him do it all the time out of habit.
Yeah, you tell him, Tifa. You tell him. I think, yeah, like Splatoon 3, like the games are really, really fun.
They are. I played a decent amount of Splatoon 2. Yeah. I mostly like Salmon Run. The PvP was fine.
The PvE is really fun.
I agree. PvE is where it's at. PvP is fine. It's fun. I like it.
But, you know.
Yeah.
It's not for me, personally.
I think it's cool. I think it's a really neat idea. I just don't do very many online games. Very much.
You're getting old, man. My reaction time is not nearly as good as it used to be.
I was saying that I don't think I'm going to play I'm not going to play Monster Hunter Rise. It's too late in the life cycle. I know I could. I'm just not interested.
I mean, I understand.
But I am going to keep my ears to the ground on the next Monster Hunter game.
Yeah, that'd be fun to have you in that one again.
I feel like I might have the energy for it again.
It's really fun.
It's a game you can burn out on with the grinding.
I do agree with that. Yeah, no, I totally get that.
I played a lot of World. I actually think I played World longer than most of you. Because I definitely was, by the end of the life cycle of World, with the friends I played with, you included, I was one of the last people that's like, hey, are we going to play World tonight? And then everybody would be like,
you and I played it for a while, because we farmed Gold Rathian for a long time.
Yes. But there were definitely, I had a long time where I'd be like, I would say, hey, are we going to play? And everyone would be like, oh, maybe. And then no one would show up, and then I'd be just alone waiting for people to show up, because nobody could just commit to saying fucking no. Which I'm hoping that now, as we've gotten older, we've learned the lesson that if you're not going to be there, you just say no.
Right.
You don't say maybe.
Right.
And that would be better, because then I could have spent my time better doing other things.
Oh, can I, like, walk through here in normal speed now?
This is what you want.
Oh, you big turd.
Let's do this.
Those guys are annoying. There's something weird about the crabs. I don't remember exactly what it is.
You just hit them with ice.
Have you seen, I kind of want you to, just for like one battle, equip Magnify on Blizzard or something?
I've seen on Thunder.
It's actually really cool. Yeah, you should Magnify Blizzard just for like one fight, because it's actually kind of cool.
Maybe. It's so long to move everything around.
You can just, well, yeah, you do you, but it is a cool one.
Is there something over here? What is this? Hold. Okay. Hey, the water's going down.
You know, I think I said you have to raise and lower the water. I think you just lower water. You just do it multiple times, I think.
Alright. That was cool.
Oh, there's probably a materia right in here then.
There
somewhere.
is a chest right down here.
There's a chest. I just see something about next to a sluice. Which, fun word. Sluice.
Sluice. It is Cloud's birthday today, actually.
Oh, really?
Yep, I know because of Twitter.
Interesting. I only learned how to pronounce sluice from Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. There's an entire level that is
What a
sluice.
weird way to fucking learn things.
And it's only because the remake was voice acted, but there's an entire level that's at a big sluice. And so they say the word an awful lot of times.
That's very funny.
And so yeah, I always said sluice. Sluice. But no, it's just sluice.
I don't remember what I've said because it's been hard to see when I've done that game.
That picture of Stamp is really funny. There's a materia.
Oh, this. I'm trying to go back to where the ladder was on the other half of. It's just right next to the fucking.
Yep.
This materia isn't even a. It's just a.
Oh, that's not a materia.
That's the key, which I gotta go back.
Cool.
Go this way. Go to the gate, maybe.
I just had a terrible idea.
That doesn't sound good.
For the dolly thing.
Dead.
Oh my god.
We're gonna see what happens.
Stop. Please.
No.
Please stop.
This one could be really funny. We'll see. I kind of doubt it will work.
Wow, I was actually able to stagger that one. That's kind of crazy.
You were. The crab is a crab. Yeah, crabs have like high defense like that. I think they're like super weak to magic.
Worked up a good
maybe.
sweat.
Yeah, it's ice magic that they're weak to.
Yeah.
Where the hell is that gate? Right here.
Nope. The in-game character birthday thing is so funny to me, especially because of Fire Emblem. Because almost every character, or I believe every character, has a canonical birthday, and like any of the games that had system clocks or that used a date system, establishes exactly when everybody's birthday is, but there's also been like 600 Fire Emblem characters.
That's
like
a lot.
not. I think there's like between 400 and 500, which means that like almost every single day of the year is some Fire Emblem character's birthday, which is funny. I think Lucina's is like 420. I think it's 420 because it's like the anniversary of the first Fire Emblem game. That's when that one came out, and so and Awakening was the like,
Sector 7 should
you
be
know,
just on the other side of the
revitalizing.
So this is where Sector 6 ends.
And where Sector 7 begins.
Of the
Once we cross over, we can start
of the
making our way
series, so
back
they
to the
gave her the
surface.
anniversary birthday,
Might be harder than you
which makes
think.
sense.
Let's just try to make our
You
way
know,
down this
I
tunnel.
don't know if there's a leap
See
year
if we
character,
can't use
but I'm
those
gonna look
gates
it
to
up.
clear a path. We can do this. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
There's got to be somebody.
I'm assuming there is. There's no way with 600 characters you don't have a single one that's a leap year. That seems
The fuck?
asinine. Oh, is that gate just like a...
So the first one I saw on the list was a Fire Emblem Awakening DLC NPC. But that didn't count. Only one? No. Oh, apparently.
Oh, you don't even have to hit with it, you just have to use it. Well, that's easy to max out.
Oh, yeah. But it's so cool, though. And it does like 6 hits.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, that would be the fireworks. When my dogs are actually kind of chill. Kiara, it's okay, baby girl. It's okay, Kiara. She's like tilting her head like, what's that sound? Why is there pops?
I'm actually totally wrong on this.
What?
A birthday started with Awakening.
Oh, really?
Because the DS had
Oh, yeah, the DS had the implementation of like, you know, do your birthday stuff. Put your birthday in the DS and you can get stuff. Ooh.
Awakening and Fates, both the DS games, have birthdays. And then Three Houses doesn't have a real-time calendar, but it does have an in-game calendar, which is just clever renames of the Gregorian calendar. Like, they don't have January, they have Guardian Moon, and they don't have February, they have the Pegasus Moon. But, like, the months have the same number of days, and they follow the 7-day week and all that stuff. And then it looks like Tokyo Mirage Sessions also has birthdays, but there's also only, like, 12 characters, and half of them are actually characters. So, to Michael's question, yes, technically, it is Old Hubba, and he's a Awakening DLC.
First strike and materia improved. Let's go.
Xenologue character who's like not actually. He's very weird. Not a main character.
I forgot about Tokyo Awakening. That's a thing.
Do you share a Fire Emblem birthday with somebody?
Oh, okay.
What's your birthday? You don't have to tell me, but then I also can't tell you if you share.
Unfortunate.
A shame. Wait, I have it in my calendar.
Yeah. That's where I go.
I'm still not gonna say it. But let me find out.
Bro, Cloud, why are you getting your ass whipped by a fucking... Jesus, dude.
I'll do better next time.
He got his ass destroyed.
It would seem that you do not.
Sweet, I'm unique. Let's go.
Which technically does allow somebody to narrow it down a bit.
You know. Only 600 characters.
Three Houses was interesting because even though they actually did just have a few people have duplicate birthdays, which is weird.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
what about Michael? What's Michael's Fire Emblem birthday character?
25. Okay, so first off, I want to check something on Three Houses.
Clyde legitimately got his ass spanked by a low-level crab.
So 11:25. Ooh, 1 day off. Nope. No. Sadly, no. Do not. A damn shame. Do I?
I don't know.
No. Ooh, our friend Max does.
The first. Right? First?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like I don't either. That's
And
also
what are you,
lame.
the 11th?
Nope.
What is it? Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Oh, dude, mine's the easiest. Mine's the easiest. You should be ashamed.
Mine's really easy too, so shut your fucking mouth.
116. No, mine is the easiest.
Max is pretty. No, Alex's is the easiest.
Well, okay, that's fair. No. Nope, no 116 either.
I was only 2 days off. That's not bad.
What? Oh, yeah, sorry, 2. Yes.
I was in the ballpark.
Alright, that's your binding? No, poison.
Did
you get the warding already? No, it looks like you shouldn't yet.
No, I just got poison.
It just says, quote, south in Aqueduct 1 before objective. That's what I got. So just keep an eye out for Aqueduct 1.
Aqueduct.
Aqueduct.
You call it an aqua?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Aqueduct?
Yeah.
Because it's aqua? That's fine. Your brother has the same birthday. So you guys shared a birthday? Are you a twin?
I mean, not necessarily.
That's what I'm asking. Like,
Just
if you're a twin,
365 chance.
If you're a twin, not impressive. If you're not a twin, very impressed.
I read a series of books, or rather, I read the first in the series as a kid, maybe the second too.
9 years older, and you have the same birthday. That's crazy.
That is crazy. A series of books where the premise of it's like a YA fiction book or whatever. The premise of the book is people born at exactly midnight. Exactly midnight. Basically have a superpower where at a certain point in their life, it's unclear, they gain the ability to access a secret 25th hour of the day. And time freezes, and for that 1 hour, time is frozen, but they can move around. But there are evil monsters.
I'll go first, okay?
That occupy the secret 25th hour of the day.
What a weird concept.
The idea is that like the Earth used to have 25-hour days, but then this evil force had to be sealed away, and so they were sealed away in this 25th hour.
Damn it! I can't stop thinking about
but yeah,
what Renee
basically,
said.
they're fighting off demons or whatever, which are trying to screw with the world or whatever. But they can only do so at exactly midnight when time is frozen for everyone else. And there's like, 6 teenagers or whatever, and they have to save the world.
That's kind of interesting.
It's called Midnighters, I think.
Midnighters.
There's a funny joke too, where the whole thing is like you had to be born at exactly midnight, but one of the characters jokes that their birth certificate says 11:59 because the clock was wrong in the hospital, but they were actually born at exactly midnight.
Oh, because they can go into the.
They know they were born at midnight, but their birth certificate's wrong or whatever.
Okay, Aerith, your turn. On my way.
Yeah, fun little book series. I think I read the first couple. I think I owned one and
Nothing
then got the others.
better happened to this young woman.
No. A book I read, like a YA adventure, sci-fi fantasy or whatever, from when I was in middle school. I think is when I read that.
Oh, I'm okay with that as well.
Midnighters. I was totally right. That's the book.
Hear that, Cloud?
Yeah, it kind of does sound like Persona 3.
Come on.
Which I know the premise of the story. I still need to play the game, but luckily the remakes are coming out. That's what I'm playing this year. Persona 4 and Persona 3.
I will post this to the stream chat channel of the Discord.
Hey.
Also, what's the command to get the Discord link?
Exclamation point Discord. Or it refreshes it's gonna show up in 9 minutes.
Well, whatever. Anyways, the Discord's actually fun, so you know.
It is pretty fun.
If you're new here...
We're a fun group of guys and gals and non-binary pals.
The future isn't set in stone.
That's really funny. My wife was born on 7/11.
Yeah. I hope you're
Yeah,
right.
I posted a picture of the book.
How about this then? Think of something fun.
To be clear,
After
it
saving
was
Sector
not
7,
good.
you're
It
gonna
was like, it was fine. As far as YA fantasy books go.
Go shopping.
I did not finish the series.
I'll buy stuff for the bar, decorations, coasters.
Can I come?
You'd better.
Then it's a date.
They're best friends and lovers.
He'll be our pack chocobo.
What was that about me?
Nothing.
The girls are conniving little turds.
No way.
Come on, Tifa!
Cloud, you better grab that.
Cloud! Hold on tight.
On three, okay? 1, 2, 3.
I love that chocobo emote. Holy cow.
Sorry about that.
No need to be.
Yeah, it is.
I actually watched a video on YouTube that was like testing the feasibility of all of the, oh no, I'm stuck dangling from a cliff. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And they tried a bunch of different scenarios. They tried the somebody is hanging from me and then needs to climb up me to then get on top of the cliff.
Impossible.
They tried the if you're hanging by one arm, can you get up? Or if you're hanging by two arms, what if you're hanging by your arms but you don't have the strength to pull yourself up, but somebody is above you on the cliff, can they pull you up? The answer to most of them was...
No way.
It was yes if you're in very good shape, but it was very hard.
Yes.
I think there was one of them that they were like, that was actually really reasonable. And I think that was the one where if the person below does have some strength, but not full pull-up, not full gymnast level, I can lift my entire body weight,
right.
But they can help. And there was the idea of
Oh, we gotta go to Aqueduct 1?
Aqueduct 1 is where the last materia is. But it was if you are in a position where somebody's on the cliff above you and somebody else is hanging down, if you can get their arms onto your arms and then you just sort of lean back, you can totally do it.
Interesting.
But then there were a few that they were this is technically possible, but
it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy, and you need to be in really good shape.
Yeah. I mean, I figured the answer to most of those are no fucking way.
Yeah. I believe Aqueduct 1 is actually the end of the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there will be a thing where it's you have to run ahead to get to an objective point or something like that, and the idea is you have to go off to the side first or something.
That's fine.
It's not a make or break. Don't stress.
Piece of cake.
I guess you can double check if you have rewarding this area, but I think you do.
Take it over.
I'll take care of him. Get him!
Yeah, I can find. It was actually a fun video though. It was just a couple gymnasts in a gym where
Yeah.
they had a setup where they could try it.
There's always the whole thing is if you want to train your body or any muscle at all from a life or death situation where you're trying to pull yourself up, don't train your biceps. You need to train your triceps, because when you're hanging like this, it is not your biceps that are going to be the main active muscle group there.
I actually have started doing arm exercises while on conference calls for work. since I work from home and I don't use a camera. That has been relatively rewarding. Here we go. I got the video. I'll post it in stream chat as well.
Yo. I think I'm going the actual right way.
But it's like a 10-minute video. It's pretty cool. They try
Soul,
a few
baby.
different. They try a few different versions from various movies. I'm definitely not going to get swole. It's a 15-pound dumbbell, and I do.
That's pretty good though.
I do 3 sets each of 10 bicep curls on each arm. I do, since this one's two-handed, I do 15 over the back of the head.
For the triceps?
Yep. Then I do 8 right now, because these are the hardest ones, where you start up here. I'm gonna double check. Pulling this up so I can see myself in real time. Or not. Where am I here? Whatever. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Anyways, so I do 8 where you start here and then you go down and up.
Basically a tricep curl.
Those are probably the hardest. And then I do some where
you do your shoulder lifts.
Yeah, straight up like that. I do those 4, which actually, now that I'm sitting here and I don't have the 15-pound weight in, but I'm doing the exact motion, I can definitely feel the progress I've made, because this feels like nothing.
Yeah, when I do shoulder lifts, I like to do out, come in, and then go forward. So when I do shoulder lifts, one arm, I do them with 2 hands. One arm goes out, the other arm goes forward, and then I come back in, the other arm goes out, and the other arm goes forward.
Interesting.
Yep, that's how I do. That's how I was taught in a weights class.
Sadly, I only have the 1 dumbbell.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's the only one we have in the house.
When I got out of college, I was doing those because I was working in construction and I was like actually in decent shape. And then I started working at a desk and I'm like, oh, I need to do something else.
I should do a few other things. The problem is the conference calls tend to be short, and also occasionally I do need to participate and I can't be grunting. But some of the other things I should do basic stuff.
Yeah, progress on this is looking really good right now.
Right. But squats and lunges are also just like a good thing to do, and I should be doing those every day just because they're good for you.
And you can also hold a dumbbell and do squats.
You can. I'm big enough that I don't really need to hold a dumbbell to get something out of that. That said, I'm also big enough that my calves are kind of insane anyways, so... That's what a friend of ours was telling us. They're like, when you are overweight, the one thing you do have is like killer calves.
Yeah, you're like killer calves and leg muscle. I'm getting old, and the way I know this is I went to like stretch yesterday because it's like I try to walk down the stairs at work, and I try to walk upstairs, but not all the time. It's 13 flights of stairs at work. It's a fucking lot. It takes forever. I can't be doing that all the time.
That is a lot.
But, I'll walk like 4 flights or so. But like I laid in a bed to stretch, and I'm like, my whole body is just stiff. Yeah. Oh god damn it! It's on the other side of the. I chose the wrong path. My whole body is just stiff and sore, and I'm not nearly as flexible as I used to be. And I'm just getting freaking old, and I'm tired of it. Yeah. Shit needs to stop.
I have definitely started getting to the phase of the like, I wake up and I'm like, oh, I slept wrong. I hurt.
When my wife turned 30, she slept wrong, and her neck and her like shoulder was literally fucked up for like a week and a half.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I've had a couple days where I wake up really
just
stiff,
like that, okay?
But I have not had the experience yet where you wake up and it's just like, oh, I can't turn to the left for a week.
Yeah.
That's the one I haven't experienced yet.
When we first got the house, I didn't have a leaf blower. I was like, oh, I'm still young. I'm still fine. I can do this all with a rake. The next day, my back and shoulders and neck were so sore, it was very difficult to just walk. It was miserable.
Also, I just realized that's not the barrier material. Warding is different.
And it's blue, so...
It's a blue one. It's one of the linked ones that's like lowers damage against X element. Which is fine. It's not like amazing. But it's good.
You took 17... That's amazing, man. That's... Dude, kudos to you, because, like, that's... 13 stairs is a lot. And I tried to do it for a weight loss thing that we were doing at work, and I was like, this is just miserable. And I get back to work, and I'm just fucking sweaty and uncomfortable.
I will say I do need to do... I skipped my morning workout today. I do 15 minutes of cardio in the morning, most Monday through Thursday.
I'll show you what I can
Which
do.
is not much. I should do it more, and I should do it on the weekends sometimes.
This one's for you.
But it's more than nothing.
Sure.
But I skipped it today. I woke up just tired as shit, and I just was like...
I was super tired this morning, too, and I really don't know why.
I just like, struggled to even get out of bed, let alone go get on the bike for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I didn't. Honestly, I don't think it would have been... I think I would have just felt like shit. So I'm fine with the fact that I didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But,
I was just super tired today. I've been great all week, and today was just like, yeah, hey, by the way, you're fucking exhausted today.
I've had a couple days where I wake up and I'm miserable, and then I go do the workout, and I'm like, wow, I feel a lot better now. But
That's certainly how I feel when I just do drums for cardio, because it's a hobby plus it is cardio. So it's just great to do. And if I'm having a shitty day, I'll usually go do that, and I'm like, I feel good because I did a workout and I did something that's fun. Like, this is great. I should make more time for this. And then I get back in the same fucking routine that I'm always in.
Yep. I need to do... I am very excited for it to cool down again, because I want to start going on a few more walks.
Yeah, we walk the dogs every night. That helps.
I mean, shit. Pokemon Go added a new thing that's very good encouragement to go on short walks. The daily incense.
It's hard.
Pokemon Go added a...
Yeah, you get a self-incense thing.
It's a 15-minute incense, but you can get, like, legendaries and shit. And it's just 15 minutes, but you have to be moving, and that's a really good incentive to do so.
Yeah, routines are very difficult to get out of, and especially when you have a routine with a partner. It's like, because my wife teaches, and so I'm the one who has to take care of the entire house every week. I get Saturday basically to do nothing, because I'm like, I've taken care of the house all week. I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
On a Saturday, you can do everything else that's mandated in the house, because I'm not doing shit. And so by the time I get home, change, make dinner, put dinner away, do the dishes, and then I have to either shower, take care of the dogs. It's like 7:30, and I'm like, I just want to play games because that's my way of recharging.
Yeah. I know how you feel.
Must be busted.
A red light indicates
And true, like, it wouldn't be as big of a deal if I didn't do content creation and streaming, but that's just part of what I like to do, and so I like those things.
All right.
Yeah.
Aerith, you mind giving me a hand? Cloud, you stay put. Keep an eye out for more red lights.
But it is what it is.
This is the best
I do believe you've collected everything you need to in this chapter. So
sweet. Why?
You might have a few chests for like normal items, but you don't need to worry too much.
Why am I Aerith now?
You have to go help Tifa do some.
Yeah, I know. But like,
stuff.
We gotta play a little mini game.
I think they wanted. In story, they're wanting to talk without Cloud there.
Yeah.
Or to prove that the girls can help out
So
or
maybe
something.
this
Cloud
is a
was just
little
like, "Oh, I'll
different
just go
from the
do
one
it."
at the bar.
And they were like, "No, we can help." But also, yes, minigame.
Yeah, minigame. Use L to open the valve. The needle will start to swing from left to right. Have Tifa work the pump. Giggity. While the needle is moving, rapidly hit X to extend... Oh, yeah. Of course they have the big boob girl do the pump. As indicator, hand swings back to the target. Use L to close the valve within the target range. Okay, so you move it. You have her pump. And then you click it right when it hits the red. That's a small red. Holy what?
Well, it says expand the target range with X.
Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to hit down.
Try to stay in sync.
Oof.
I actually didn't mean to.
And the range stays bigger.
Well, that's nice. They do make it easy for dummies, huh?
Yes, they
Well, that
do.
was actually a lot quicker than I thought. Okay.
Keep calm.
I'm fucking this up.
You are fucking this up.
I got like the push-up game like easily, and now
Yeah.
it's like you can't even do basic like. I am so bad. The delay on her movement is so poopy.
What?
All good.
It was completely done when you hit the thing.
I know. I hit
It was-
up like midway through.
You're supposed to be hitting down.
Oh, I'm hitting down. Oh, that's why I'm doing it wrong.
She has to put the lever down. You already did lever up.
I know.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
I was like, I don't understand. It told me to do up. I'm doing up. All right. This is 100% me. Like I got distracted. I was watching Tifa pump. That's what I was doing. That's the reason for the issue here.
All right, now you have to do it 2 more times.
Oh, you fucking asshole. I did that. How dare them? God damn it! I did it too early this time.
Here goes.
I'm so good at video games, you
We're
guys.
gonna be here all night.
I'm so good at I'm so good at video games.
This is the most boring.
Oh my god!
It's the most boring chapter in the game.
Oh
my god.
This is seriously what the devs wasted time on instead of doing outside of Midgar. You know what? I agree. You know what? I agree. Should have spent more time on Midgar. It's fine. We know it's going to be a trilogy now.
But thank God we had this pump minigame.
Yeah, thank God, right? We can watch Tifa boobies jiggle. Got it. Let's go.
You barely got it too.
I got it. Yes, they
My
confirmed
goodness.
only 3 parts for this.
Yes. Yeah.
The next is what? It's not revival.
No.
What was it? It starts with an R.
It starts with an R-E.
Resurgence? No. Anyway, welcome to the stream.
Rebirth.
Rebirth, thank you.
3 is almost certainly going to be called Reunion.
Yeah, that's
They
what we
didn't
said.
announce it, but like they've used the word reunion a few times.
Yeah, so I mean that means the next part is going to be a pretty decent chunk of moving through the continents because there's a lot that happened. I mean, Midgar is such a small portion of the game.
Nicely done.
Yeah. I mean, again, we haven't gotten there. It's the first time playing this, or well, your first time. I know some things, but it seems to be more nuanced than a straight port or a straight remake. This is
Yeah, I figured that's what it would be.
There's some shenanigans, and so we're gonna have to see what those shenanigans entail in the future.
The original is only 3 discs.
Taking over.
Oof. The Sahagins missed. I remember having a lot of trouble with them. I don't remember why. But I remember they were annoying to fight.
What do you think of this trick? Get him!
Oh yeah, you still gotta work on the familiar.
Most data on each disc was duplicate data? Was
I
it?
mean, I imagine a lot of it had to do with like characters and moves and
Yeah, I mean, it
and,
was
like
you had to do all the different models and engine parts. It was
because
just
you didn't install things.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you just played them. There was no installing anything on the hard drive. Everything was on the disc. So. Oof,
Have I maxed that out yet? No, we're close. Okay.
Oh yeah, you haven't really been using Fleeting Familiar that often. You can go back to the Metal Knuckles if you want.
I need to do the one move, the
Oh, you still haven't maxed that out yet?
Star Shower. I need one more.
Get back.
Oh, I see.
I can fight too.
Don't overdo it.
But like,
I got this.
no, I want to change monsters. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's almost guaranteed that there's some complicated shenanigans going on with FF7R, if only for the reason that, like, several games have remakes, and they very explicitly say things like, we want to get closer to the original vision, like, from when we released the game the first time or whatever. But they've not ever actually said it.
They've said that they want to do the game that they wanted Final Fantasy VII to be original.
No, I don't think they've said that.
I thought they did.
No, I think they said... I don't think they said anything like that. I think that people think that's what they want to do because they put remake in the title. But I don't actually think that's the case.
It's a win.
Last of Us, they explicitly said with the remake, they're like, this is...
Yeah, it's the HD texture stuff.
Well, they explicitly said, we want this new remake that we're making now will be closer to our original vision that we had back in the day. They're like, back in the day we had technical limitations, and now now all those limitations are gone from the purposes of the story we wanted to tell, so now we can tell it exactly the way we wanted to. But I don't know. Final Fantasy is also tricky just because when Final Fantasy VII came out, technical limitations, like...
It was the first 3D polygon
What wasn't limited, right?
game.
Like, it was hard. It was hard to make games back then.
Yeah,
absolutely. With cohesive stories.
Absolutely.
So...
And a game that was 3 discs long and a large narrative.
My gut is that there are elements that they wanted to flesh out. But I think they don't want to stomp on the legacy of the original.
Sure is nice to go up for a change.
And again, we're not far enough into it to like actually dive too far into that because you don't know the rest of this game, so we need to get there. But
Kitty, nothing about this game is not pretty. How dare you?
Oh,
Everything in this game is gorgeous. Wow, that stopped me from doing my move.
Yeah, that's absolutely true as well. The remaking any game that's as famous as that's even half as famous as FF7 is a whole chore in and of itself, right? So that is also interesting. Well, you've got the ability.
I did. It cost her a life, but I got it.
Yeah.
I'm a frog! Look at me! I'm adorable!
Oh my god, you finally got the frog status. And yes, you have a tiny buster sword on your back. Tifa's frog has tiny little jumpers on. All the frogs are really good. Yeah, remaking any game is hard because if you do a straight port, people will be like, if it's just a port, why should I play this?
I mean, that's why I really like the Final Fantasy X HD remaster because it was just touching everything up. I don't need it to be redone. I just want it to look nicer. Update all the shit, make it all look good.
That's what Mass Effect was. Mass Effect Legendary Edition was like, this is literally a port. Oh hey, you can see what Aerith's frogs look like.
Yeah. She has a little bow.
And yeah, Mass Effect was like, we're not... It's just
Bro, what the fuck?
I told you, Sahagins, I don't know what it is.
Well, it's because I didn't hit it with magic. Because I was trying to do
oh, yeah.
The thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But But yeah, when you just make a straight port, it's like, okay, but like, why should I play this game if it's just a port?
Because it's more accessible.
And then people will rebuild it in a new engine, and they'll be like, well, but you made the same game. Like, why didn't you take an opportunity? Every game has problems. Why didn't you take an opportunity to fix the problems? And then people remake the game, and they fix the problems, and they're like, but I wanted the original true experience, and that includes all the problems and bugs. And then
well, then play the original.
The game, and then people remake the game, and then they change elements of not just gameplay, but plot. And they're like, how dare you? This was a critical facet to the understanding of the first game. You fundamentally changed it. So what I'm getting at is that there's no way to win for everybody. And all of the arguments against every format is valid, in my opinion. Like, but they just change what you're going to do.
I think you're getting a little out of hand.
There are always going to be people that make valid complaints about a remake.
You know, it's like, I mean, yeah, this game is like what, 25 years old? Yeah, it was made in 1987.
Yeah.
This game is 25 years old. So yeah, people wanted a remake in this because number one, it was old polygons.
Yeah.
You know, you look at everything before 10. All old polygons. So people wanted this day and age type of game where with like 10, 12, 13 or more modern looking and have better models and have better stuff so that you could just upgrade those that is already there. It's a lot easier to do that. You can't just take a polygon that's just a bunch of fucking triangles. Hey, thanks for the follow, by the way. You can't just take all that and then make it a 3D model and slap it back into the same game. It just doesn't work. You just can't.
And
I'm trying to think of what freaking
to that I would also say games have grown a lot.
Games have grown. Yeah, hi.
And
welcome.
I tell you what, I do love some old style JRPG type games.
I love it. I think that's one of the reason I love Dragon Quest so much.
Right, but I tell you what, there are problems with some of those games too that we have just in time over the course of years found that. Here's a great example: life systems in Mario games. Here, fun fact: they're not good. There's no point. We don't need a life system in games anymore. We have outgrown the you have run out of lives, game over.
The game over thing.
In the vast majority of games and we'll even keep ourselves in Mario games, right? Like
life systems suck even when they're new. It's true.
We recognize now they're just not as good, but depending on the game and depending on the situation, if the game was balanced around that, is it even possible to eliminate a system that we know was bad without fundamentally changing the game to begin with? And like, sometimes yes, but not always.
Right.
Not always.
Right, and then I mean, I think. So here's the thing. I think it's okay, and we'll just do this little caveat. I think it's okay for a developer to take a game and go like, we're gonna remake this, but we're also gonna make the original game available on modern platforms.
But that's not free.
It's not.
Now,
but they'll make you pay for it on modern platforms.
Yeah, but then you're cannibalizing your own sales.
Not really.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because
there are some people that'll buy both versions, and there are some people that would buy one but not the other.
Right.
But
so
the vast majority of people are going to buy one and not the other, and they're just going to buy the newer one.
The port isn't going to take nearly as much resources as the remake is. So the port is easy, and the hardcore fans will buy it.
Yeah, but then you're making... I don't know. That's a tricky one. I do agree. And
they did it for Final Fantasy VII. They did it for Final Fantasy IX. They did it for Final Fantasy VIII. They did it for Final Fantasy XII. They did it for Final Fantasy X. They did it for Final Fantasy... Well, the PC has 6 through 1 on the Pixel HD versions. You can get all of them.
But then...
I want Chrono Trigger. Give me Chrono Trigger.
I do want Chrono Trigger.
Give me Chrono Trigger. Give me a remake of Chrono Trigger.
I would be perfectly fine with a non-jank version of Chrono Trigger.
Yeah. So Corbin, for 12, Zodiac is just the international version. The same thing with like Final Fantasy X HD remake and 10-2 HD remake. It's the international versions. It had the extra content. In original Final Fantasy X, the North America game didn't have the Dark Aeons and have the extra boss penance. We just had Nemesis with the capture stuff. We didn't have the Dark Aeons at all. And then HD Remake came in and said, guess what? You're going to have the international version. Now you have Dark Aeons. Now you have Penance. And that's what they did. So Zodiac also did some minor tweaking to the board with Final Fantasy XII. The board changed a little bit. They didn't change any, like, story stuff. They just added extra bosses.
Like I said, it's so hard, and it's why a lot of ports are actually subcontracted out to other studios. For example, Link's Awakening, that was one that was ported. I think it's the same people that did Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Ilka, I think, did both of them, both of the remakes, where they just did graphical tune-ups. But I think there's room for that too, where they're like, this is the original game with very, very few modifications to just make your life a little bit better. Like Link's Awakening got a couple upgrades. For example, not being a 2D grid, but rather a full 2D free movement kind of situation. They made the warping better. Like Link's Awakening OG actually had fast travel, but it was really janky and bad. And the remake made it better. And stuff like that. So I think there's space for all of these things. I agree. I think the Link's Awakening remake, Link's Awakening was, I think, like my first or second video game ever, the OG on Game Boy, and it was really fun. And the remake, I felt like, did that such justice by being exactly what the original was, with all the quirks and weirdness, but in a way that was still modernized and fun, and the flow felt good.
We're out to fight all these things?
We're not delicious. Not even a little bit.
Get going.
I don't disagree with that, really. I think PC optimization would be nice, but the problem with that is the majority of people don't own a gaming PC. They own consoles because it's easier. The average person just wants to be able to pick up a controller and hit a button, and everything is accessible there.
That's me.
Yeah.
I love PC gaming.
I have both. I love both. I prefer this. It's just, I don't have to do anything with it. Click the button. Here's my game. I'm ready to go.
Yep. I have this PC I built back in the day. Oh, this is chapter 11 now.
Yeah, we are in chapter 11.
Oh. Okay. I didn't realize this just went straight into chapter 11. Well, cool.
Hey, it's rude.
So.
Understood.
Well, I'll let this cutscene.
The Avalanche mission has been approved. We ought to proceed as planned.
Why you gotta be rude, dude?
This is bullshit. What the hell are they thinking?
Threats to public order are to be summarily put down. This is what we've always done.
Summarily put down.
Bro, is there a fucking mosquito in my fucking office? Not anymore, there's not. Oh wait, no, never mind, I didn't grab it. I see you, bitch.
Guess it's a little late to grow a conscience.
I see you, bitch. I'm gonna kill it. Where's my fly swatter?
Just on patrol.
Where'd it go?
Don't worry, we'll make it in time.
So this is the point. There is a weapon to find in a chest or something like that in this dungeon.
Bench.
Number 2.
It's the train yard.
You have to steal from the boss.
Okay.
It is the only truly like legit missable. Like this one is very easy to miss.
Bench.
So make sure you do not unequip steal. And the boss is named Eligor. I'm just gonna say the name of the boss. I don't know if it was in the original or not. I don't know.
Train graveyard, all right.
You must steal successfully from it.
Sector 7 should be just past that large maintenance facility over there.
Yes, thank you, Tifa.
I vote we stay in the light so we can see where we're going.
The other weapon.
We're trying to do it in one playthrough.
Well, yeah. Our goal here is to not have to do chapter select.
So
and get the final.
We'll do the spiel again because you're new here. Hi, Titus, Joe. During COVID, we decided to start a podcast between the two of us because I already streamed. I've been streaming for 6 years, and then we needed something to do to connect with people because we were going out of our fucking minds. And so we decided, well, let's play games together and just talk as buddies and stuff. And so we record this, we upload it to YouTube, but the people here get to interact with us and we get to have this conversation and stuff. And we've played several different games. We started with...
It's on YouTube.
It's all on YouTube. We started with World of Final Fantasy, then we played Dragon Warrior Monsters, we played Pokemon Randomizer, and then we played...
Shiny Lock.
Yeah, we played Shiny Lock, and then we played Zelda Randomizer. We played Xenoblade 2, but it's not recorded.
Ocarina of Time Randomizer.
We did not record that one.
Well, we played 2 Zelda Randomizers. I don't know if either were recorded.
Yes, the
Wind Waker was?
Wind Waker is not recorded.
Okay, and neither is Ocarina.
Yeah. Do the randomizers work well? Yes, they work extremely well.
Oh yeah, Zelda Randomizers are super fun.
Ocarina of Time is super fun.
I would love to find the time to do more Zelda Randomizers.
I'm not playing Majora's Mask. You cannot make me.
I think if you played Majora's Mask, you need to play it vanilla again because it's been so long.
Yeah. Oh, we played Twilight Princess on the stream as well.
Yeah, that was the last game. Was Twilight
Everyone
Princess.
seems to think that the train graveyard is haunted. Those who lose their way out there.
So we play Cloud stuff. It's just an excuse to get together every week and play games and also just sit here and chat.
Yep. We do not know what we're playing next yet.
There's not a randomizer, but there is a randomizer for Final Fantasy X.
Yes, there is.
Which is actually kind of fun.
I feel like I saw another randomizer recently for an RPG or something that made me intrigued. I've seen some Paper Mario randomizers that seem kind of crazy. Thousand Year Door, where like your badges and stuff are randomized.
Don't overdo it.
So it's my turn?
Is one of the things, I think. That one is also a loading zone randomizer. It looked very complicated and not, at least the version of the randomizer. I don't know if there's a randomizer for OG FF7. Like, probably there is. Is it good? That I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody has made one. I don't know if it's any good. 10's randomizer, I think they have basically random enemies, maybe. Not sure about that. And then
that could be terrifying.
The sphere grid is all the nodes are random, and you start in random places, so you don't know what the sphere grid's gonna be. I know that's one of them.
Random enemies would be scary as shit because there are some.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I don't know if they are random enemies because they don't scale. They don't scale well.
That'd be scary.
So I don't know if that would work. By the way, you're looking for the other weapon. It's a purple chest. You are going to go, quote, to the right of a ladder, and it's in Switchyard 2, Section C.
Switchyard 2?
Section C.
I am in Switchyard 2, Section C.
So look for a ladder, and then don't take the ladder and go to the right of the ladder.
Hey, look, I found it.
Wow. You are truly a gamer amongst
I am
gamers.
a gamer boy. Look at me go.
That one, if I recall, has one of Aerith's best weapon abilities. It's really cool, and you should play as Aerith, and you should use, if it's, what's it called?
Fire and Energy Burst. Ray of Judgment.
Yes, this one's super cool, and you should try it out. It's very fun.
Bit generous. Knee slap, shut up.
Yeah, that ability is super cool, so you should totally equip it, use it, and play as Aerith.
I just have to strike a staggered enemy.
Yeah, you have to use it on a staggered enemy. Yep.
What I actually should do is play as Tifa, stagger the enemy, and then blow them to bits.
I know, but Ray of Judgment's just very cool.
Blow their ass bits.
I mean, the classic randomizers that most people play are,
It's also like really good.
Link's Awakening and Metroid. One of the OG Metroid games, the 2Ds. The Link to the Past, not Link's Awakening. Sorry, Link to the Past. Yeah, Zelda randomizers are fun. OOT is good.
OOT randomizers are very
Wind Waker
good.
is good. Twilight Princess is jank and is like barely even released and is not very good. Skyward Sword is not good. Majora's Mask is fine except for the fact that it's insane. Like the problem with Majora's Mask is just that like there is so much. I think all the 2D Zelda games have randomizers.
Oh, I've maxed lightning materia. That's good.
Oh, good. I mean, it's one of the best materials, but also I want to use something else by all means.
Maybe. We're okay.
I'm a Zelda head, but Oracle games are the ones I haven't played.
Insane.
You walked by some boxes back there, by the way.
Maybe.
I also haven't played the Four Swords. I played Minish Cap, which is actually Minish Cap is solid. Did you know who made Minish Cap?
Bandai Namco.
Capcom.
I mean, same company really. At this point.
Oh, you got Mithril Rod. I can cross that off.
Yeah, I got a big old Mithril Rod. Mithril. You say Mithril? Some people say Mithril.
I say Mithril, 100%.
You can't ban Capcom to Bandai Namco? No. I don't actually think so, but it's funny to say so. I like Bandai Namco. They make good anime games.
Well, I'm trying to think of other randomizers that I've seen.
I am locked
I mean,
into
technically,
this.
Mario
Okay.
64 has a randomizer. Odyssey has a randomizer.
Yeah, I've
weird.
I've watched a Mario 64 randomizer. It's
They're weird. Platformer randomizers are hard. Hollow Knight has a randomizer.
once a decade. Bandai Namco making a game once a decade that's bad, bro. They made Smash Brothers. They helped with Smash Brothers.
A good game.
They help. Kakarot is actually a really good Dragon Ball game. What are you talking about? How dare you?
Hollow Knight's randomizer. Hollow Knight has a ton of little things to pick up, and so the randomizer for that one is
off of your ass.
Oh, your healing material is also maxed, I think.
Yep, it is.
Yeah,
Taikyo drums. Oh, Bandai Namco makes good games. You're out of your mind.
Hollow Knight has a bunch of charms and items and equipment and upgrades, and so it just randomizes the location of those, which, honestly, Hollow Knight doesn't seem at first glance like it would be great for randomizers, but I actually think it's a really clever idea. Yeah.
Let me look at all the Bandai Namco games, because there's a lot of them.
Pac-Man.
Yeah. I mean, Pac-Man is good. Little Nightmares? Yeah. Dude. Dragon Ball Fighters? Great.
Alright, they have a One Piece.
They
game
published the
coming out.
Dark Souls games? I mean, come on, dude.
Oh, they were Klonoa.
God Eater games? Those games are actually really good. They're anime, Monster Hunter, basically. Yeah, dude, they make good games. You're out of your brain.
Apparently, technically, Elden Ring?
Out of your brain!
They own From Software?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. What does Capcom make, huh?
they own
Resident
Tales.
Evil?
They own
Who
the
likes
Tales
that?
games. Yeah, they own Tales.
Yeah, they do.
I didn't know that either.
I mean, I think we're being facetious because
It's so-
Capcom and Bandai Namco are gigantic companies that make good games.
They also make Jump Force, so, you know.
Well, they have some stinkers.
It's funny. I've played exactly 1.5 Tales game, and the half Tales game I played was the best one from what I've heard.
Yep.
And the full one I've played is the worst one I've heard. Zestiria was not considered good.
Rise was great. Tales of Arise was great until the end. I loved it.
You said that.
Pacing got fucking weird, dude. It's just like they
Yeah.
wanted to dump everything on you, like right on the ending. It's like they wanted to extend the ending, is what they wanted to do. It was really bizarre.
Yeah.
What the shit? Look at all these markings. Shit's haunted as hell.
This chapter is aesthetically one of the most interesting, but I found it to be one of the least interesting from a gameplay standpoint. Like, I loved having a new Party 3 for a while, but this chapter, I found this chapter to be boring, even though aesthetically I think it's awesome. Which is a shame. Yeah, Michael, Symphonia I played Disc 1 of with a friend in college, but we never finished it.
I'm actually kind of interested in Capcom's new Street Fighter because the aesthetic, like the street art type thing, looks gorgeous and like kind of is appealing.
The Symphonia we played, it was like one of the last summers. It must have been my sophomore year.
Was it?
Where it was like
We went home.
Right, we all went home for the summer. I didn't have an internship, and neither did a friend of mine and his then girlfriend, now wife. And I technically worked at Target for the summer, but I was working like 2 shifts a week, maybe. It was probably the only summer in my entire life where the majority of my time
Was spent playing fucking video games.
well, was not spent doing anything in particular, right? Like, I babysat cousins for a while, and I played a lot of video games with them.
We had some movie nights. That was fun.
But yeah, it was like literally that whole summer was just like my friend and his girlfriend would come over, and we would play video games for 8 or 9 hours a day, and we were like 20 years old, and he and his girlfriend would come over, and we would play video games, and then he would go home, and then we would do it the next day, and that's all we did, like 3 or 4 days a week for the entire summer. Which material was that? HP up?
Yep.
Okay.
It just makes me want a more
10 weeks off?
available, yeah, that too. A more available way to play Eternal Sonata.
10 weeks off and no responsibilities, literally at all.
Fuck! Did I miss something? Can I not go back?
You have not missed anything. You have the weapon that you steal from the boss, and you have, at some point in time, you will automatically receive a materia as a reward, possibly from the same boss.
But there's a little part right here that I can't get to.
Corbin, I want you to get that game working. And what I want to happen is we also then need to figure out how to play it online so that the 3 of us...
I did miss some. I missed this area right here.
Honestly, I have my list of stuff. You've gotten everything on my list.
There's nothing right here?
You have gotten everything on my list.
Fuck, okay.
There's probably like a turbo ether or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Oops. That's one thing I as a kid, I really just take for granted is just having a summer to fucking catch up on video games.
Well, and the funny thing is we talk about that. I had one summer where I got to do that.
Well, I mean, when I was a kid in elementary school, that's where I played a lot of. I mean, I played the first 2 Kingdom Hearts over summers.
I went to summer camp, and so I played some stuff on my Game Boy. That's where I played Dragon Warrior Monsters,
yeah.
And a shit ton of Pokemon.
I went to summer camps when I was younger, but when I was starting to get like
my
middle school, high school age, I was staying at home.
My summer camps were glorified daycare,
Yeah,
which was fine. It was not like the 3-week summer camp. It was just all summer. But I did that until I was 13 or 14. And then I babysat my cousins. I went straight into babysitting them, which, again, was a lot of TV. I watched a lot of Deadliest Catch and Dirty Jobs.
Still in one piece
Yep,
here too.
Dirty Jobs is good.
And then we played a lot of GameCube with my cousins. And then that after 2 or 3 years of that, I got a job at Target, and then college, and then I had this one summer where I truly had no responsibilities, and I had Target. I'm pretty sure I missed some shifts. I'm pretty sure I just was a shit employee, and I was only working like 14 hours a week, but I think I just straight up like didn't show up at work several times.
Whoops.
And then I had an internship, and then I had a job.
Did you have an internship down south of here, right?
Which job?
All right, let's see what's
Well, I was trying not to say it.
I mean, sure.
You fuck.
We have said multiple times what state we live in.
Right, but I was to say the city.
Well,
It's
a
fine.
big state.
It is actually quite a large state.
Well, what do you think?
I'm game.
What are you talking about? We're not leaving yet. We're beating the boss first.
It'll be fine.
We'll see.
We've got
I
a
think you
bodyguard,
can.
Don't forget. Mine. Right?
Ghosts aren't my thing.
Ooh.
You're just being modest. After you.
Mind letting me go then?
Ah, a harem. Gotta love to see it. Are they gonna walk with me like this? No. Unfortunate. Please. Please, ladies, come back. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. Please. Tifa, take me back. Alright, whatever.
Yeah, Corbin, I want you to get Eternal Sonata working. Number one, more people need to play that game.
Yeah, they do.
Number two, get online working so we can play with you online.
That'd be pretty cool too.
It would be hype. It's a 3-player game.
It is 3 players.
Nobody makes that.
I know, which is why that game's awesome.
Yeah.
Found you.
It would be laggy as hell, though.
Hey, can we talk? Just for a
Oh
minute?
yeah, you went down that.
Yeah, you said you tried.
Is it fun? Did you at least try to play them? Ew, spoopy.
I like the ghost designs.
Get back.
Atome? That's fine. Whatever.
I'm coming. All set. This'll help.
Wait to fire.
Come on. Good luck.
I got this. Take the lead.
I'll take care of them.
Oh.
This is gonna hurt. Gotcha. Forget 'em.
Oh, it's a girly game. I mean, that's fine. Girly games are cute.
You've got this. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Where'd you go?
Gotcha.
We're gonna hit you with a nice old dive kick.
There's no.
You
Yeah.
still haven't used Ray of Judgment yet.
It costs 2 freaking things, and I have to do it against a staggered opponent.
It's you.
Well, yeah.
It's you, Cloud. Good to see you, Cloud.
I know, but even so.
Cloud. Spoopy.
What the?
Stinky soupy sloopy poopy. Still can't understand Dragon Ball in Fortnite. It's still weird, but it's fine, I guess.
I honestly don't think anything will be weirder than the fact that Star Wars is actually in.
Run!
Yeah. Sheesh! They were trying to kill us.
You okay?
Yeah.
Thanks, Cloud. You saved us.
Hmm.
Gonna need to find another way through.
Damn it! I wanted to get to the boss. I thought I was just gonna walk in, beat the boss, and then we're done.
No, I don't think you're beating the boss.
Come on.
I'm with you. Let's go.
And not to mention, when you do, it starts a bunch of cutscenes, so we would probably be here late watching all those.
Yeah. See if we can at least try to get to it. I just don't know how long this chapter is.
I mean, worst case scenario, you would be able to pause cutscenes and stuff.
Yeah, but that's lame.
Can you real fast check your materia and make sure you do not have a subversion materia. I think it's from the boss of the chapter, but I only wrote down automatic reward. But if you have it, you should be leveling. Excuse me, leveling it.
Is it a...
It's a green.
Hmm.
You may not have it yet, and so it's going to come later. Oh, excuse me.
Nope.
Okay, it's probably the boss then. Not a big deal at all. Like I said, it's an automatically received one, so like you will get it. You cannot miss it.
Ghosty, come back. Ghosty.
This guy will be stopping at the Sector 7 slums and is bound for the train graveyard. Return to the...
That's creepy. Don't like that. Didn't know we were playing a horror game all of a sudden. Alright. That's pretty cool. Pretty goddamn... Oh, Lord. That's not very nice, Kitty. You should be nicer to me.
Guess the crane's up there.
It was always a horror game if you think about it. I mean... Probably. No, I will not. Well, that's not very nice. It's like it's leading me to where I need to go, but oh no, the door is locked. Whatever will I do? I don't know, pull the lever, Crunk.
It's not working. There's no power coming through.
Who would have guessed?
This is another prank. Someone might be messing with the power supply to make us run around.
Why would they ever do that? Give me that treasure chest over there. Spooky ghost guy. Wrong level! We should have that as a sound bite. Alright, I can at least go in this door, thank God. I like that the boxes have little handprints on them.
Like I said, I think this chapter is aesthetically very good. I just feel like it's a little... The story feels very weird. Why are we in a train graveyard?
Because it's the maintenance path to the next sector.
It just all feels very... It feels like a filler chapter.
I mean, I felt that way when you did this in the game, too.
Well, it just felt like the sewers was like, oh yeah, you got thrown into the sewers by the bad guy. And then you come up from the sewers in a train graveyard? Like, what? That all just feels very weird.
You're burning up. Kinda hurt. How's this?
Dick. He stole my materia and then used it on me.
I have never seen that. I never had that happen to me.
Well, that was kind of wicked.
Oh, he's got shield on. You need to be using magic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat, to be honest.
Yeah, it was really cool.
He stole it and then used it.
I never saw that. Just straight up never happened to me.
Damn it, Yuffie, you son of a bitch. Come on, use the rest of your things. That's fine. Alright, let's keep going. Yay, the door is openable now. Ride the shoe puff. Right, Joe?
The shoe what?
You want to ride the shoe puff?
I don't know what that... What?
You don't know what a shoe puff is?
No.
That's really unfortunate.
I have genuinely no idea what you're talking about.
Damn, who in chat knows what a shoe puff is?
Know what shoe pastry is?
It is, but what is it exactly?
Try deal with that.
Here goes.
It do be an elephant friend.
Lame. You missed.
Yeah, I know. Get out of here. What color is a shoe puff? Without Googling it. Kitty's already Googling. She's like, I've had it up for ages now. Can I unlock this door? I can. Cool. It do be like a bluish color.
I do believe there's a bench before the boss.
Yeah, there's a bench like up there. It's on the bottom level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have the blue guys like, ride the shoe puff, and it's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna fucking ride the shoe puff. Killer demon elephant thing.
I'm pretty sure I saw a door on the other side of this place.
Really? Did you, Tifa? Did you, Tifa? Thanks. Yeah, the trunks are all rolly. Damn it, Nappa.
You know what random bit of news? Was Pokemon this week?
Last week. We already covered it.
We did?
Yeah, we talked about it and Kitty got mad at us.
Oh, okay.
Because we said the grass looked like shit, because it does.
Well, it unfortunately does. Everything else looks good.
We talked about Splatoon earlier.
Yeah, we did talk about Splatoon earlier.
And I think we think it's great, but it seemed weird for them to announce the ending or like how long they were going to do the game for. We thought that was a little bit of a weird move. I'm actually kind of curious because Kitty, you do play it. You do play Splatoon. What do you think about them giving a life cycle on the game? Right. This has nothing to do with the content, like the exact content. I just told her what it is.
She may have not have been listening because she wasn't expecting you to tell her something she didn't know.
You think it's nice to know what to expect? Interesting.
Corbin, they specifically said, and this is not a spoiler for any actual like content of the game, Kitty. But basically, they said explicitly, from what I can see, and I'll confirm this, they said, we will support this game for 2 years. We will make content for this game for 2 years, and then we will stop making new content for this game. Which is weird, and as far as I'm aware, unprecedented, certainly at this level. And our consensus between the two of us was, like, weird, but also, like, I guess it's nice because it allows them to allocate their resources better and more consistently. So just saying, like, this is the timeline. At this point, we're not making any more new content. End of story. But yeah, it means that they're not going to be in the Mario Kart 8 situation.
Right, yeah.
They said new content. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not like they're shutting off servers or anything like that. It's not like to stop being playable. But it does mean that, like, basically, at the 2-year mark, there will be sort of a dramatic downtick in the amount of actual, like, stuff there is. And certainly nothing new.
Yeah. And I think... Yeah, the music of this game is pretty crazy.
The music in this game in general, but also like all of it is just so good.
Do you really think they do a Splatoon 4? I mean, if it's making the money, I don't see why they wouldn't.
From what I can tell, it sure seems to me like they want Splatoon to be
one of their series.
They're like Mario, Zelda, Splatoon. I think is what their goal is.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, I think that's actually reasonable because Kirby, not wholly owned by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's HAL Laboratories.
Going in that room is the boss fight, isn't it?
It is either the boss fight or it is the boss fight very shortly after that.
Okay.
So I think this is a good place to stop.
Yeah, this is a good place to let it chill.
But yeah, no, we can go watch and react to the dance that you like had. You were too busy playing it to pay attention.
We'll do that. We'll do that for Twitch followers only. So if you're watching us on YouTube, thank you guys so much for joining us. Like the video, subscribe for more of these because they are fun. You can also join us on Twitch, description down below, where you can be in chat and see your name pop up, and it's really cool. And then you can see the after and the before show, where it's
technical difficulties usually.
Yeah, usually, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Yes, it's usually us going shit. Hello there, everything's fine, and nothing blew up within the past 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So. That's that. Thanks, everybody. And we will see you next week where we fight a ghost.
Yes.
Or maybe. Maybe we don't.